Just like in a programming language, we can control our playbook flow by using various conditional operators. This all starts with the when statement. The when statement is most often used to decide which tasks you want to execute on certain hosts. For example, let's say that I have a mixed inventory that includes both Ubuntu and RHEL hosts. If I have a playbook that has certain tasks that won't work on one or the other, I can use the when statement to make sure that Ansible does not try to execute on those hosts by using the Ansible OS family fact variable. That would look something like, we just go down to my task here and name it don't install on Debian machines. Yum name equals HTTPD state equals latest. And then I'll include my when statement here as Ansible underscore OS family and set that equal to Red Hat. Now I can also group conditional statements together by using the and operator. So I can modify this existing when statement and just put it inside parentheses and just include an and in between and do Ansible underscore distribution underscore major underscore version equal to 6. And this is going to ensure that that task is only going to take place on RHEL or CENT6 machines. So another example would be to run a task if a variable's Boolean value resolves to true or false. So in my var section, I set unicorn to true. So my task could look something like name, are unicorns real or fake? Shell echo unicorns are fake when not unicorn. Or alternatively, when unicorn for the true equivalent. So this task should skip because I have defined unicorn to be true and not false. So you can also use a when statement apply to situations where a variable is or is not defined. So for example, I can have a fail message display if a variable happens to be undefined, and that would look like fail message equals unicorns require rainbow variable to be set when rainbow is undefined. So because I have not defined the rainbow variable, this task will fail. It'll stop the whole playbook. So I'm going to comment it out for now, and we will move on to the next task. Previously, I had also mentioned that register variables and conditional statements tend to go hand in hand. So a couple examples of that would be I can test to see if SE Linux is running. I'll do shell get enforce, register the output of that command as SC status. And then I can use that registered variable later on with a conditional statement like configure SE Linux if not enforcing. And then I'll do SC Boolean, which just toggles SC Linux Booleans. Name equals MySQL connect any, state equals true, persistent equals yes. And then my when statement comes in when SC status dot RC, so the return code is not equal to 0. So in this case, I'm only going to configure SE Linux to start MySQL on any port if the return code is not equal to 0, meaning that SE Linux is not enforcing. So another example I could use of a registered variable with a conditional statement would be to print out log details if the log contains a certain phrase. So my task could be checking systemd, shell cat var log messages, register those results as log underscore output. Then next task, shell echo systemd knows when we're doing Ansible stuff. When log underscore output dot standard out dot find, because we're looking for keywords inside of the messages log. I'll use Ansible as the keyword, close my parentheses and do a dot not equal to 0. I'm going to register the output of that as shell underscore echo. And then I'm going to do a debug to print that out. Perfect. So now I can actually run the playbook. Ansible playbook I host conditionals.yml. So it's gathering facts. It's skipping that first task because we have a RHEL 7 target host. So I'm just going to scroll back up here since it finished so quick. It skipped the second task because unicorn was set to true. SE Linux is running, but the next task is skipped because I only wanted it to configure it if it wasn't enforcing. I was able to successfully cat the output of var log messages. The next task completed, so it was able to find that Ansible keyword. And then as a result, I have that in my standard out here in the debug messages.